Hi, welcome to valuationpodcast.com, a podcast and video series about all things related to business and valuation. My name is Melissa Gragg, and I provide online divorce, mediation, and valuation services in St. Louis, Missouri. Today, we will discuss how exit planning is not what you think with Scott Snider. Scott is the president of Exit Planning Institute, EPI, and the operating partner of Snider Premier Growth, a small family investment company in Westlake, Ohio. Business owners, we really do just fly fast, right? Like, I gotta go.
Well, that's what I was saying before. I think the life of a business owner is already kind of organized chaos, right? If you look at it, I think a traditional business owner as well, they're also probably involved in things outside of their business, right? They're sitting on the city council, they're volunteering in their community or at their church. You know, they're going to other special events. They're teaching at a local college or entrepreneurship center. They're a husband, they're a wife, a mother, a father. There's all kinds of stuff. Like I can tell you as a business owner right now, I legitimately, my calendar, whether it's a personal calendar or a business calendar, I'm back to back till probably 10 o'clock tonight. So it's like, if you want to call me, you can, but it's going to have to be in the car in between, which I just don't think people do anymore because everybody wants a Zoom call. Right. I'm like, hey, man, I used to optimize my time and be able to take these calls in the car. Now I can't do that anymore. But that's neither here nor there. But I would say, yeah, I think that the life of a business owner is certainly a chaotic one at times.
Yeah.
And maybe they enjoy it. I'm not saying it's bad. I love my life. It is certainly a chaotic one, but nonetheless, it's chaotic.
But those difficult discussions, you're not going to like try to make time for it. I mean, and that's where I think
it's important, but it's not urgent, right? So this is one of the things. It's like, I think there's probably 3 challenges that we face when trying to work with business owners. And if I am a business owner, this is why it's so hard to understand exit planning, because we're built with these 3 mentalities that frankly just aren't true and need to be broken down and have a new mindset kind of appear. One of those is that, guys, I understand exit strategy is important. If you go back to our State of Owner Readiness Research Survey, we asked the owner the question, how important what would you rank it? Agree, somewhat agree, extremely agree, don't agree, all those levels of agree or disagree. We said, is having a transition strategy important to your future personally and the future of your business? 60% of owners said that they agreed. And if you added up the somewhat agree and strongly agree, 99% of owners said that they agreed with that statement. However, the next questions are, do you have a formal written exit strategy? 50% of them said no. Do you have a formal personal plan post-business life? 94% of them said no. Do you understand all of your exit options? 60% of them said no. So when you're sitting here as an advisor, your frustration builds because you're like, they're saying they want it is important, but at the same time, they're not doing a damn thing about it. So where's the disconnect? The disconnect is literally what you just said. They understand it's important. They're not doing anything about it because it's not urgent to them right now. It becomes urgent to them when they have a partner dispute. It becomes urgent to them where they're like, holy crap, I'm 80 years old. I probably need to do something else in my life. It becomes urgent to them when the private equity company knocks on their door and says, hey, you look like a pretty attractive business. I'd like to buy your business for a 10 or 15 multiple. You're like, oh my God, like I think I need to take this offer. Or it becomes urgent when their life changes. I could tell you right now, I try to use our own business as an example of value acceleration. My dad in his early 60s, his life has changed since COVID, undoubtedly. Number one, he's a baby boomer. So anybody that's a baby boomer listening, you've navigated all kinds of crises throughout your business career, right? Pandemics, recessions, real estate booms, or booms or busts. You got all kinds of stuff. 9/11. You got all kinds of stuff that probably affected the economy and your business. And so there's that. The other thing that you're doing is you're seeing younger workforce in there. So if you're not evolving as perhaps somebody in their 60s or 70s, younger people want to be led differently than people that are 60. A 25-year-old or a 30-year-old want to be led differently. Different things matter to them. So if you don't understand that, you're kind of like, oh man, I'm getting frustrated because I don't really understand my people anymore. And then for my dad, the last thing that is changed in his life, it's a very positive thing, is that he became a grandfather this year. And so now, and my mom retired 3 years ago, and my mom was listening. She'd love it that I mentioned her. Two, she would laugh because she's been sitting at my parents' lake house for like 3 years now saying, Chris, where the hell are you? I retired because I thought you were. But my dad's a baby boomer business owner working 60+ hours a week, and he loves what he does. So he's like, this is what my passion. He's like, this is what I love doing. I can't possibly think about running a bit, living in my life without my business around. But these things start to change and evolve. Luckily, right, my dad's the creator of the value acceleration methodology. So I'd like to think that we live our own methodology and are ahead of the game. But for somebody that doesn't know what value acceleration is, you literally hit it. It's important. I understand it's important, but it's not important right now. Right. So because my life is already chaotic, so I'm not going to plan. So take me, for example, I'm 36 years old. So a typical 36-year-old entrepreneur is saying, hey, man, I'm growing a business. I'm making good money. Our people are happy. I got a lot of opportunities. I got a new product line I'm rolling out. I just got out of my company retreat. I got a new piece of land that I just bought. Like I got all kinds of stuff going on. I'm 36 years old. I'm nowhere near exit. I know it's important. So I check the strongly agree box on the survey. And then everything else shows that I haven't done a damn thing to actually help my exit along. What we don't understand is that unsolicited offers do happen, right? Market's hot right now. If you got a good business, you might be getting an offer. Or tragedy happens where you're like, man, I got paralyzed, or I got cancer, or I lost a key person, or a pandemic hit me and I'm forced out of my business. We want to be as prepared as we possibly can. But it is exactly what you said. It is, my life is chaotic, so I understand it's important, but it's not urgent right now. So I kick the can down the road. And next thing you know, I'm not 36 anymore. I'm 66. And I'm like, oh shit, I got to exit my company. Like I'm getting a little burnt out. And now you understand is that you've had this successful company kicking off good profits all the time, and no one wants to buy it because it's too risky, because it's all relying on you. So, that's why, I think that we're led down the path of, hey, it's important, not urgent. It goes back to what we've kind of already talked about, that to me, exit strategy is business strategy. There's actually nothing different. If you're always building a company that's strong, you'll have a company that's transferable. But we got to be focusing on what you said about doing evaluation each year. We have to, I think most owners' goals and strategies are revenue drivers, expense killers, and net profit drivers. They're not value-based. Right. So the question you got to set is, great, you've put in a new system. That's going to make me a little bit more profitable and optimize my people's time. So I'm going to make more money this year, but what has that done to the value of my company? So,
well, and you have your CPA, which is saying, spend all your money right now. Just go spend all your money so that you don't have any tax events, and so there's a lot to unpack there.